I'm gonna take a stab at making a video here. I've been watching some of the videos on YouTube Garage. The way I found it was I did a search on how you paint tricolor Cadillac paint, diamond white paint with a mid coat. How I would blend that. Found VWDarrin's page. He did an older Cadillac years ago. I think the video that I found, he wasn't even called VWDarrin at the time. I can't remember now, but anyway, stumbled into his stuff. Through him I found some of you other guys. Feel kind of awkward doing this, to be honest with you, but I feel like I've learned a lot watching you guys, so this is my small way at repaying you. This is my garage, my shop in the back of my property. It's a two-car, basically I think it's 26 by 35. It's got an 8 by 24 addition on the back. That's a 03 Duramax truck I bought in 07, totaled off of eBay. Rebuilt it here in this shop, everything but the framework. I paid to have the frame straightened and the doors rehung on this side. B-pillar reset, rocker reset, doors hung, new cab corner. So that truck's been on the road since 08. So that's the kind of work I do. I mainly did it. My youngest boy was interested in doing what I do in the garage, and he wasn't playing sports or anything at school, so I just decided to keep him busy. We would keep projects going out here. Currently what I got working on, the reason I Googled how to blend Cadillac diamond paint is this car here. I bought wrecked, building it for a driver for my wife. She currently drives a 03 Yukon, and I want to get her into something smaller. Long story, you don't need to hear all that. But anyway, I bought this car wrecked, 35,000 mile car. You can see the passenger side of it's in nice shape. The accident happened on the driver's side mainly. Got the front fender, the front grille, and main impact was here in the left wheel well. When we bought the car, this was crushed. These doors have been replaced. This camera, I'm not going to be able to get far enough away where anybody can see anything, but driver's side doors have been replaced. Same kind of work we did on the black truck I just showed you. I took it to a frame shop and took them the parts. Left front fender, a new quarter panel, and both driver's side doors, and paid him to straighten the rocker, hang the B-pillar, rebuild the wheel well on the driver's side, and then hang the quarter panel and do all the spot welds. And then I bring it back to my shop and prep it for paint, get it ready for paint. So that's a quarter panel I scored off of Craigslist for 150 bucks. You can see we sectioned it up here at the top. Well, I got it up on the lift, so we'll do the bottom shots first. We had to rebuild all of this inner wheel well. You can see that it is sectioned to here, you know, down in front of the shock tower. We'll have to seam seal all that, weld it into the floor, obviously. But shock towers were reset, proper distance, everything was trammed back out to the proper dimensions. The rear hatch openings, shock towers, the floor, everything was straightened. And then the new quarter panel was hung, new B-pillar was sectioned in. Actually, the car was hit hard enough where we had to pull the A-pillar back out, and we put a new rocker all the way to here. So it's up on the lift right now. I'll let it down a little bit and kind of show you some of the work on the top. Yeah, let me make sure nothing's in the way over here. Yeah, everything's clear so I can come down. Lift makes it nice for when you get older like me. You don't have to lay on the ground as much and sand and grind weld and stuff like that. But anyway, here's the quarter panel. Original quarter panel in this car went all the way up under the glass roof. So rather than pull the whole glass roof to hang the quarter, we cut the old quarter off at this point, basically right where the radius would have broke. Knocked it down a little bit, made a weld flange out of the old quarter, and then just sectioned the new quarter and went right over the top of it. So that's how the new quarter was hung to get all the A surface replaced on the car. We sectioned it here at the top of the door opening, and then we sectioned it here at the top of the B pillar. So all that has to be finished yet. The door rubbers are on just to help fit the doors. You know, I got to pull all the door rubbers back off and finish all those welds. But before I did that, I did the body work on the fender, trying to get all the body work, the plastic work, ready for primer. Quite a bit of work on the nose of that replacement fender. They didn't make a lot of these cars, so finding parts for them in the junkyard. This is an 08 Cadillac SRX, if I didn't already say that. Finding parts for it in the junkyard was a bit of a challenge. I got lucky with a quarter panel on Craigslist. Like I said, $1,000 GM quarter panel I got for 150 bucks. But as with most boneyard parts, everything, or used parts, everything you see needs work. All you guys know that. Everything you put on it's going to need work. The reason this is a brand new quarter panel, for those of you that don't do this type of work, the reason this brand new quarter panel has this much body filler, for one, it had 2 dents in it. It actually had 3. It had a dent there, had a dent there, and had a dent up there. But the rest of this work you see down here was just restoring the quarter panel. Probably didn't get that. I got to watch what I'm videoing. Just restoring the quarter panel because all these spot welds, when you spot weld this to the other car, or back onto the car, you know, like that spot weld right there distorts this surface here ever so slightly. And that's what you're seeing down here. All these spot welds, where it was welded back together, just ever so slightly distorted the panel. So you got to do like a skim coat. You know, I love it when people say, oh, my car's got no Bondo in it. Well, I want to see that car because I've been doing this for 40 years now, 30 years, and I ain't seen one yet that don't have some plastic in it somewhere. If it's done right and you pay attention to your substrates and your mechanical adhesion factors, you know how clean your substrates are and how kind of rough they are when you put your materials on. And then if they're sealed up properly where moisture and the elements can't penetrate and get behind them, that stuff will stay there for the life of the car. A lot of times the plastic that you put on these things is stronger than the metal that the car is made out of. Anyway, a lot of talking. Like I said, I never really saw myself doing a video, but I've learned a lot from you guys. I appreciate listening to your stories, and I guess this was the one way I could repay you. I know VWDarrin likes watching videos, and I believe that Dave there, I think it's Ding0925 or something like that. Appreciate his work and his videos. So anyway, that's why I'm doing it. Might be the only one I ever do. Anyhow, here's the pile of interior parts. You're seeing a lot of seats here. Those 2 different sets of front seats because the pretensioners, when the car blew the airbags, both side curtain airbags blew, so the pretensioners on your seats blow. So I had to get extra seats. Here's the original driver's side airbags for the driver's side seat. That blew. So a lot of what you're seeing here is parts to rebuild the seats. Those are the seats that will go back into the car there, the front seats. There's the replacement bumper cover. I got work to do to that. It's a repop item. You know, I know you guys know repops always need some work. That grill's got a couple cracks in it. I'll fix that. Driver's side door over there, the original driver's side door, I'm just keeping that to strip the electronics out of it. You know, window regulator, speaker, all that crap, and just put it in a box and put it in the attic of the shed or the garage until I need it, if I ever need it. There's the original driver's side fender. That black door back there is just for the glass that I need for the white door that's currently on the car. And then just the miscellaneous parts that it's going to take to put this car back together. When I took it to the frame shop, I totally disassembled the interior. The only parts of the interior that were in it when it went to the frame shop was the dashboard and the driver or the passenger side door cards. They stayed when it went to the frame shop. Other than that, I take it all apart. That's one way that I save money on this type of work. Is you know, a competent frame shop is just, as you guys know, invaluable. But they don't want to deal with all this crap. You know, they don't want to take the car apart to get to what they needed to do. So they know I'm paying in cash, and they know the car's coming to them totally disassembled. And all they got to do is start